Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Roman Reigns is all set to enter the upcoming WWE Royal Rumble 2025, with his eyes on winning the traditional match. The original tribal chief has already reclaimed his Ula Fala from Solo Sikoa and now wants the undisputed WWE Championship back from Cody Rhodes. Amid this, there is a chance that Roman might kick Sami Zayn out of the OG Bloodline for conspiring against him. These speculations emerged from the recent episode of Raw, where Sami declared his official entry for the Men's Royal Rumble match. In his promo, the honorary Uce also put the OTC on notice, as Zayn aims to win the Rumble. Additionally, the OG Bloodline has been engaged in multiple segments with Seth Rollins over the past few weeks, and we all know that Roman doesn't like the Visionary. He even rejected the idea of the former Shield member being their fifth partner for last year's Survivor Series War Games when they needed one the most. It's also important to note that Sami Zayn considered entering the Men's Royal Rumble match after being motivated by the Visionary to do something for himself. Zayn thanked Rollins for the suggestions on Raw this week. With the 40-year-old star building a strong relationship with Roman Reigns' biggest rival, the OTC might not hesitate to kick Sami out of the original Bloodline. Moreover, since Zayn has clarified that he intends to eliminate the head of the table from the over-the-top rope battle, Reigns might not have liked this assertion either. This scenario is only possible if Roman appears before the Royal Rumble 2025 PLE. It's speculative but holds a true chance of unfolding, especially with the growing bond between Seth and Sami. WWE Royal Rumble 2025 will air live on February 1, 2025, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. With Roman Reigns already confirmed for this premium live event, the question arises, will the OTC appear in WWE before this mega event? According to speculation, there is a chance that the head of the table could appear on the upcoming episode of Raw on Netflix, which will take place on January 27, 2025. The company has planted the seeds for this return during Reigns' last appearance. In that segment, Roman and Paul Heyman engaged in a backstage interaction. The company hinted that Reigns would appear on January 27 and dropped some clues about WWE 2K25. Nothing is confirmed yet, but this could be the only opportunity for fans to see the OTC on this show. Otherwise, the former undisputed champion will likely appear directly in the traditional Rumble match. The WWE Universe is no stranger to drama, betrayal, and shocking turns of events, especially when it comes to the powerful factions that have come to define professional wrestling. Few factions in recent history have had the same impact as the Bloodline, a stable built around the powerful Samoan family legacy that has included Roman Reigns, the Usos Jimmy and Jey Uso, and various other family members. The success of Roman Reigns in WWE has been nothing short of extraordinary. As the tribal chief, Reigns has dominated the WWE landscape, delivering unmatched performances in the ring, captivating promos, and maintaining a fearsome presence that has earned him the admiration and loyalty of the Bloodline. But loyalty can be a fickle thing in WWE, and it's not often that someone challenges the status quo, especially when it comes to the sacred notion of family. Speculating on a scenario where Roman Reigns kicks a top WWE superstar out of the OG Bloodline after a conspiracy unfolds is an exciting prospect for the future of WWE. Let's dive into what could potentially be a shocking swerve that shakes the foundations of the faction, while also exploring the motivations behind the possible betrayal. The rise of Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. Roman Reigns, after years of playing the role of the heroic face of WWE, reinvented himself as a ruthless heel, adopting the persona of the Tribal Chief in 2020. His sudden heel turn, backed by the support of Paul Heyman, was a masterstroke. The Reigns of old, who had struggled to gain the audience's acceptance, was now replaced by a cocky, domineering character who demanded respect and used his family to solidify his reign. The Usos, once a staple of the tag team division, were brought under Reigns' wing as loyal soldiers. Together, they formed the core of the Bloodline, a faction that quickly became one of the most dominant and beloved in WWE history. The group's unity and bond became one of the central stories on SmackDown, with Roman Reigns positioning himself as the leader of a modern-day dynasty. Over time, the Bloodline grew into a multi-layered narrative, with Roman asserting his authority over his family and transforming them into a force that could not be challenged. With the championships around Roman's waist and the Usos dominating the tag team division, the Bloodline appeared untouchable. But in WWE, nothing lasts forever, and the seeds of discontent often lurk beneath the surface. Speculating the betrayal. It's important to note that wrestling is built on surprise and unpredictability, so a betrayal from within the Bloodline, especially from a top WWE superstar, is far from out of the question. Let's consider some potential scenarios that could lead to Roman Reigns kicking out a member of the faction, creating one of the most shocking moments in recent history. The hidden agenda. One possible angle is that there could be a hidden agenda within the Bloodline. The Usos, despite being loyal to Roman Reigns for years, have demonstrated moments of questioning his methods, especially as they continue to be pushed into a supporting role in the faction. Although they have always deferred to their cousin, the seeds of resentment could grow, leading them to align themselves with someone who promises them more autonomy and recognition. This could lead to a swerve where a top WWE superstar, say, someone like Sami Zayn or even a returning superstar, manages to infiltrate the Bloodline. The new recruit might be portrayed as someone who initially earned Roman's trust, but is revealed to have been manipulating the Usos or another member of the faction for their own gain. What if, for example, Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso, who have been on the receiving end of Roman's forceful leadership, ultimately decide that Roman's rule is no longer worth following? A planned conspiracy could unfold, with the Usos turning their back on their cousin, aligning with a former rival or a new force in WWE, which sets the stage for Roman to ultimately discover their betrayal. Roman, who has made it clear that he demands loyalty and respect from his family, would not take kindly to this kind of disobedience. He could issue an ultimatum, only for the Usos to double down and refuse to fall in line. This betrayal could be the moment when Roman, in a fit of rage, kicks the Usos out of the Bloodline, causing a seismic shift in the faction's dynamic. Outside influence. Another fascinating angle is the involvement of an outside influence. Roman Reigns' title reign has been largely unchallenged, thanks to the help of Paul Heyman, his trusted counsel. However, what if Heyman's loyalty comes into question? It's possible that Heyman could become the center of a conspiracy against Roman, perhaps involving someone like Cody Rhodes, who has made his own rise to the top of WWE in recent months. Heyman's ties to Roman are critical to the latter's success, and his betrayal could be the catalyst that causes Roman to second-guess his entire family's loyalty. What if Paul Heyman secretly aligns himself with a new faction or a rising superstar, subtly working to undermine Roman's position as head of the table? If Roman were to discover that his trusted advisor was plotting against him, it would throw the entire Bloodline faction into turmoil. Heyman's betrayal could lead Roman to distrust everyone around him, even those closest to him. In this case, Roman might decide that the only way to preserve his power is to cut ties with the members of the Bloodline, who have been compromised by Heyman's influence. This betrayal could be particularly painful, because it comes from someone who has been integral to Roman's success. Heyman's deceit could make Roman feel vulnerable, leaving him to question who he can truly trust. In this case, Reigns might not only kick out members of the Bloodline, but also shift the entire faction dynamic, turning Roman into an even more dangerous and isolated figure. A power struggle within. An even more intricate scenario could involve a power struggle within the Bloodline itself. While Roman Reigns may be the undisputed leader, there has always been underlying tension. The Usos, particularly Jey Uso, have shown signs of wanting to break free from Roman's control. There could be a subplot in which one of the Usos, say Jey, begins to covet Roman's title and his leadership role. After all, Jey has proven time and time again that he's not afraid of going head-to-head with Roman, even if it means going against his own family. Jay's hunger for power could lead him to conspire with someone else in the WWE roster, perhaps even forming an alliance with a superstar who has been gunning for Roman's spot for a long time. Together, they could form a secret plan to oust Roman from his position as the leader of the Bloodline, leading to the eventual betrayal. Jay, perhaps under the guise of being loyal to Roman, could manipulate the situation to make it appear as though he is supportive of his cousin. But in reality, Jay could have been plotting behind the scenes to take Roman down. When Roman eventually uncovers this conspiracy, he would have no choice but to expel Jay from the Bloodline, kicking him out in dramatic fashion. This power struggle would be a high-stakes storyline, full of tension and intrigue. It would add a new layer of complexity to Roman's character as he navigates the fractured loyalty of his own family and faces the challenge of maintaining his reign in the face of betrayal. The aftermath, the swerve. Now that we've outlined some potential conspiracies within the Bloodline, it's time to look at what might happen in the aftermath. Roman Reigns kicking out a top WWE superstar from the Bloodline would leave a massive void. However, Roman is nothing if not resourceful and dangerous. The swerve here could involve Roman further solidifying his dominance, not just over his family, but over the entire WWE roster. The removal of a member of the Bloodline could mark the beginning of a more ruthless, isolated version of Roman Reigns. Without the support of the Usos, Roman could become even more of a solo act, relying on his immense charisma, brutal in-ring style, and the added unpredictability of his character. The fallout from the betrayal could lead to a new chapter in Roman's reign, where he might seek to recruit new members to replace the Usos or further manipulate those around him to remain at the top. WWE fans could witness a deeply personal feud between Roman and his family, especially if Jay or Jimmy Uso is left out in the cold, seeking revenge or redemption. This could fuel multiple storylines, with Roman continuing to cement his legacy as the tribal chief, while constantly watching his back for anyone who may seek to usurp him. The swerve could also involve Roman's journey to reclaim the respect and loyalty of his family. After kicking out a member of the Bloodline, Roman might go on a quest to reassert his dominance, making sure that no one, not even his family, dares to cross him again. Alternatively, it could lead to a deepening fracture within the group, with new blood coming in to challenge Roman's position and ultimately leading to his downfall. Conclusion. A storyline where Roman Reigns kicks a top WWE superstar out of the OG Bloodline due to a conspiracy could serve as one of the most shocking twists in WWE history. Whether it's a power struggle within the family, an outside influence corrupting the group, or a secret betrayal orchestrated by a trusted ally, the potential for drama and intrigue is endless. The consequences of this swerve would ripple through the WWE universe, altering the trajectory of Roman Reigns' reign as the tribal chief and the future of the Bloodline. As always, WWE fans can expect the unexpected. What we've speculated here could very well be only the beginning of an even more intricate and compelling story that will keep fans at the edge of their seats. After all, in the world of professional wrestling, the only thing more dangerous than Roman Reigns as a heel is the unpredictability of his next move. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.